Hello all, welcome to C program. Today we shall discuss about logical operators with the help of an example. So which are the logical operators? Logical operators are and, or, and not. So these are logical operators. So let us first look into the functioning of these operators. So each of these operators, so they require operands. So this AND operator requires two operands, one operand on the left side, another operand on the right side. OR operator also requires two operands, one at the left, another one at the right. And NOT operator, it requires only one operand. So let us assume not D, not T. So how do they work? So first let us look into the operation of AND operator. So for AND operator, when both the operand A and B, both of them are true, then the result will be true. Otherwise, if one of them is false, then the result will be false. So what are the various conditions? So both A and B can be true. A will be true, B will be false. A will be false, B will be true. Both A and B will be false. So what will be the output in this case? So in the first case it will be true, in the second case it will be false, in the third case also it will be false, and in the fourth case also it will be false. So in C programming, what is true and false? If it is 0, it is considered as false. If it is 1, it is considered as true. Okay. And also all the non-zero, whether it is 1 or -1, -200 or +1000. So all the non-zero values are considered as true. Okay. So what we need to remember, 0 is considered as false, 1 is considered as true, and apart from 1, all the non-zero values, whether it is -200, -100, +100 or +200, so all the non-zero values are considered as true. So here we saw about the functioning of what? AND operator. So in our program, we have used here AND operator. So later on we shall try to connect it. Next, how does this OR operator work? So for OR operator, this is for AND, or this output is for AND. Now if both of them are OR, what happens? For OR operator, what happens? If one of them is true, then the result will be true. If one of them is true, then the result will be true. So in this case, as one of them is true, the result will be true. In this case, as one of them is true, the result will be true. As one of them is true, here also the result will be true. As both of them are false, the result will be false. So this is the working of OR operator. Okay. How does NOT operator work? So if the value stored in, let us assume B, if it is 0, then it will lead to 1. If it is a non-zero value, let us assume we have some variable called C, and let us assume here non-zero value 20 is stored, so it will become 0. So here we saw the operation of AND operator, OR operator, and NOT operator. Now let us try to execute a program where we have used all these operations, AND, OR, and NOT, and let's see its output and try to establish a link between the output and the program. So we shall execute this program. So in this program, what we have used? We have AND operator, we have OR operator, and we also have NOT operator. So first I will execute this program. Okay, so this is the output that we are getting. So let us try to trace this output. So as we know, so whenever we declare variables, memory will be allocated to them. So how many variables we have taken? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Totally 7 variables we have taken. So memory will be allocated to variable A. Memory will be allocated to variable B. Memory will be allocated to variable R1. Memory will be allocated to R2. Memory will be allocated to R3. And memory will be allocated to R4. So who will give the memory? Computer will give the memory. Why the computer will give the memory? Because this declaration of variables, this will instruct to the computer that you should reserve some memory. So now the next statement, what does it do? It stores value 10 in A. So here 10 will be stored. Next, in variable B, what will be stored? 0 will be stored. So we have forgot to take another variable. So let us take C. So what will be stored in C? It's 20. So this comment line, it does not have any role to perform here. Next, R1 is assigned with the value of A and B. So what is A? The value of A is 10. What is B? The value of B is 0. So if you can recall the previous discussion, so this 10 is what? Non-zero value. So non-zero value means it is true. 0 means false. So what happens in case of AND operator? Only when both of them are true, then the result will be true. If one of them is false, then the result will be false. So this whole expression will lead to what? False. So false is nothing but 0. So here this A and B will be replaced by 0. The value of this expression will be 0. So where this 0 will be stored? It will be stored in R1. So 0 will come and it will sit here, R1. Next, R2. So what happens in case of R2? So the content of A will be brought out 10. The content of B will be brought out, that is 0. So 10 or 0. So 10 is the non-zero value. It means it is true. 0 is false, which is 0. Okay, false, that is 0. Now true and false. So true or false. In case of OR operator, if one of them is true, then the result will be true. So as this is true, so the result will be true. So true is nothing but it is equal to 1. So this A or B will be replaced by what? Value 1. So where this 1 will be stored? This 1 will be stored in R2. So here 1 will be stored. Next. In case of R3, what happens? Not B. What is present in B? In B we have 0. So when I apply not to it, if it is false, it will become true. If it is true, it will become false. So here we have false. So when I apply not operator, it will become true. So true is nothing but 1. So this not B will become 1. So where this 1 will be stored? This 1 will be stored in R3. So here 1 will be stored. Okay, 1 will be stored. Now look here. R1 is equal to A and B. So when the first time this message is being displayed, result is equal to %D. So result is equal to %D. So this %D will be replaced by content of R1. What is content of R1? 0. So that is why we are seeing here it has displayed result is equal to 0. Second time when we display this printf statement, result is equal to %D. So this %D has been replaced by content of R2. What is content of R2? 1. So that's why we are seeing here 1 has been displayed. Next here, result is equal to %D. So replace it with content of R3. What is content of R3? 1. So that's why we are seeing here result is equal to 1. And finally, see, we have R4. So in R4, what will be stored? Not C. So what is C? C is 20. So C is 20 in the sense not of 20. So 20 is the non-zero value, which will be considered as true. So not of true is false. So what is false? False is equal to 0. So it means this whole not C will be replaced by 0. So this 0 will go and sit in R4. So here will come 0. So when I display this result is equal to %D, this %D will be replaced by content of R4. So result is equal to, instead of %D, R4's content will be displayed 0. Okay. So in this video, what we saw? We saw the logical operators and how they are used. Okay. So in order to ensure that you have a proper understanding, what I will do, slightly I will change the values. So instead of this a is equal to 10, change this value to 0. Change this value to 0 and change the value of C2 from 20 to minus 20, and let me know what will be the output. So in the comment box, so type the output that we'll get. Okay. So similarly, in the next videos, we'll be discussing about the other concepts of C. For all our further updates, subscribe to our channel and also click the bell icon. Thank you.